Go ahead.
Call Sucreta Stone.
Okay, spell your first and last name for the record, please.
Sucreta Stone, SUCRETTS, last name Stone, STONE.
Good evening, ma'am. Are you familiar with the address of 439?
Guys, the courtroom opens. Tension sets the stage today. The defendant is identified and the drama begins to take shape.
In Ypsilanti Township, Michigan?
Yes,
How are you familiar with that address?
I live there.
You live there? What kind of residence is that?
It's like a townhome.
Are there other townhomes attached to that one?
Yes,
Is there a parking lot area?
yes.
How is the parking lot area sort of set up? Are there spaces, one general area?
So, yeah, the parking lot, you walk up, it's the grass, and then our place.
And the parking lot, are there divided parking spaces with lines?
Yeah.
Are there curbs sort of too?
It's not really a big curve, it's like a little curve, you can drive it, so.
And a sidewalk area in front of the townhome as well? Were you at that area, that location on April the 14th of 2024?
Yes, I was.
Did you have contact with anybody who's currently in the courtroom on that date?
Yes,
That's fine. And who was that you had contact with?
Jolie.
And how do you know Gilletta King?
We went time to.
And do you see the person you know to be Gilletta King in the courtroom today?
Yes,
Can you please tell me where she's sitting in an article of clothing she's wearing?
something over here, it's purple, white.
Your Honor, may the record reflect it was identify the defendant.
That objection, record shall so reflect.
Okay.
How did you come into contact with Miss King at that address on April the 14th, 2024?
Okay. I was asleep. I get a call,
Who called you?
my cousin, she stayed in the back.
She stays in the same apartment complex?
Right, just
In the back.
right.
She called you, and after she called you, what happened?
So she called me and told me that my kids were getting jumped.
And where were your kids?
My kids was around the corner.
Where were they, with a different family member or a friend?
They was just around the corner playing.
How many kids?
I have 3 altogether, but it was 2 that was outside, which is my youngest daughter, she's 11, my oldest daughter is 17.
After you got the call, what did you do?
So I started putting on my clothes. This was the first incident that wasn't on the court.
So this was on the 13th?
Right.
Okay, so on the 13th, you got a call from your cousin about your children, you put on your clothes, what happened next?
And then I went around the corner. I knocked on the door. A little girl opened the door or a little boy opened the door. When he opened the door, a little girl hit me. So me and the person got into it. And my daughter did too. That was over. I called the police on that. I came home, so fast forward to the 14th,
Let's pause for a second. Was Miss King involved in the incident on the 13th?
not at all. And neither was her kids.
Neither were her kids. Okay,
They're friends with the people I got into it with.
so Ms. King and her children are friends with the people you got into it or related to on the 13th.
Correct.
So coming to the 14th, how did you come into contact with Ms. King on the 14th?
So the 14th come, and like I said, I was sleeping, I come downstairs. And I told my sister, I called my sister, I said, well, bring my daughter, we call her Anthony, bring her around the corner, there's just too much stuff going on right now.
Is that your 17-year-old or your 11-year-old? So bring MK.
Home. So my sister, she's walking MK home. She sees the perpetrator.
So let's pause here for 1 second. Were you outside to also see this? Okay, so let's just talk about what happened when you went outside.
When I went, well, before I went outside, I opened my window. She was parked on the grass.
Who is she?
The, Julie,
The defendant, Ms. King? So you saw the defendant parked on the grass. What happened next?
I come outside, not knowing that she hit my sister.
Okay.
So I come outside. When I come outside, she hurried up and reversed the car and hit me. I went under.
So I want to slow this down. So you saw the defendant, you didn't know she had hit your sister with a vehicle at that time. Where's your daughter and your sister at the time that you see the defendant in her vehicle?
On the side.
Okay.
Um,
So how did you know that it was the defendant who was driving the vehicle?
she just hit me.
You saw her?
I saw her, she hit me.
Now, when she hit you with the car, what part of your body did the car hit?
I have marks, her tires went over my feet and I went under the car.
So you went under the car. Did the car drive on top of you?
No, she backed up. When she backed up, she hit two of my neighbor's cars. And then she tried to hit me again.
What happened when she tried to hit you again?
My sister jumped in the car and started punching her and pulled her weave off. She had her own weave. And, her weave was in the street. She did like this. My sister fell off the car.
How do you know that she tried to hit you on purpose? It sounds like a silly question, but can you describe for the court what happened?
Her exact words was, I'm sick of you bitch just acting with my kids.
You heard her say that.
Yes,
Were her windows down?
yeah.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Was that, at what point during
When
what
I
you just
heard her-
described,
when I
did you
had-
hear that?
When she was on the grass and I came outside, she like, I'm sick of you guys acting with my kids. She pulled over and I couldn't move out of the way fast.
And so she says that, and then what you described as her driving and hitting you, that didn't happen.
Right,
Okay, go ahead, I'm sorry.
And after she hits you, you said she backed the car up?
and she was about to, she backed the car up and it hit like two other cars. And then she came and was about to hit me again. And my sister was able to jump up. When my sister jumped up, she hit her through the window because her windows was down. She hit her through the window.
When you say she hit her, your
My
sister
sister
hit,
hit.
okay,
And she was hitting her through the window and she had snatched off she had a weave on or something. She snatched off her weave and she swerved the car and my sister fell. That's how she scraped up this car, she fell.
Okay.
Mhm.
Did you call the police? And at that time that
There
you,
was other people out too, because there was a lot of people out.
there was a lot of people out. Is that a yes?
Yes.
Thank you. And so when you contacted the police, did they come to your location?
Yes,
And did you have any injuries?
yes.
What kind of injuries did you have?
Right now I have to have back surgery. My knee have a spur. I had a concussion. So I have to see a concussion specialist and, basically a civil lawsuit, because my attorney's suing her,
Okay. When you mentioned that you had a knee spur, you have to have back surgery and you had a concussion. How did you get medical attention on that date that this happened? The ambulance? Did you go to Trinity or U of M?
St. John's.
Yeah, St. Joe's. At any time, did you say anything to the defendant like, hey, it's okay for you to run me over with your car?
What?
I know, it sounds like a silly question, but just go with me. Okay. At any time, did you threaten her or try to hurt her in any way?
No.
Okay, Your Honor, may I have a moment?
you may,
I'll pass the witness turn.
all right, cross-examination.
How are you this evening?
Um,
Going back to, you said you guys went to high school together?
Yeah.
What high school did you go to?
there's one-
And what year did you graduate?
I graduated. She graduated.
Okay. You don't know what year she graduated?
She didn't graduate with me, so.
Okay.
I don't know if she graduated.
What, were you in the same grade? Ever?
We're the same age, I believe.
Same age?
Yeah, I'm 42.
Okay, but I mean, as far as, how many years did you go to the high school together?
I mean, I met her maybe, I don't know, maybe sophomore, junior year. But I'm not originally I'm from Mesquite, so
Okay,
when I moved here, I didn't know a lot of people.
okay. When was the last time that you saw her from high school? At the high school, when you were in high school?
Her kids was friends with my kids.
No, as far as you in high school,
You said what? I'm sorry.
you went to high school with her, correct?
Yes,
Okay. When was the last time that you saw her from the school as far as the year? I mean, did you see her when you graduated? Did you continue to see her?
No. I went to the military and I moved away.
Okay.
Um,
When was the last time prior to this event that you're alleging that happened, did you see her? So this happened on the
14.
14th. When was the date that you saw her last from that date?
Her kids were staying with me. She was in jail for assaulting her boyfriend, her baby father. And I allowed her kids to stay with me. I was feeding her kids everything. I actually learned her kids, but they were a little too grown, but
Okay.
they were my kids' friends.
So
So when was that?
That was before her and it's weird. They were
Okay.
friends, and then when they get around another kid, they all change up.
I know, but so the question that council's asking is, when was the last time that you saw the defendant prior to this day?
Oh, maybe like, maybe, I wanna say I'm not verbatim, but I had called the cops on them, because they came and jumped on my kids in front of my place. So that was like maybe snow time. And,
a month?
it was probably, I see her in passing, but not talking to her, but I had cases against her daughters, my daughters. So.
So when?
That,
It was snow time, so that, I'm assuming that's winter?
winter.
Okay.
Yes.
And so, all right, so it would have been the winter before
Like
this?
maybe December or November or something
Of-
like that. Of 2023, because that happened in 2024.
Got it.
You mentioned that there was a case between people.
Her daughters, they had assault cases on them against my daughters.
Defendant's car becomes a weapon. Chaos erupts in broad daylight. Neighbors watch in shock as violence spills into the streets.
Hold on. Her kids,
Assaulting my kids,
well, right, so the case is against her kids
correct,
because alleging that they assaulted your kids.
correct.
Okay, go ahead.
Have you ever been in a physical altercation with her before?
Verbal, yes.
Can you, what kind of verbal?
She came over, after her kids had gotten into a fight with my kids. Me and the neighbors tried to break it up. Her daughter went back and told her that I hit her, which wasn't true. Me and the neighbor tried to tell her it wasn't true. The police was called, there was a bunch of police officers called, and they took everybody's individual statements. And they concluded that the daughters weren't telling the truth. And her daughters was yelling and cussing, and I told her that it was disrespectful for them to be cussing at adults. She told me that's how her kids handle their emotions. And I told her she wasn't raising her kids right. That was the end of it.
So it's only been verbal, you've never been in a physical altercation with her? Were you in a physical altercation the day before this event occurred?
With someone else.
Okay, who was that with?
Her name was Brittany.
And how old is Brittany?
I have no idea.
And do you know who Brittany is?
Look, Brittany, yeah, I just seen her.
Well, I mean, who is Brittany? Brittany who?
I don't know, I just know her name is Brittany.
What is,
I told you I'm not from here,
so
I don't know
But
everything.
you live here now?
Yes,
And there's a Brittany that lives in your neighborhood.
correct.
I think it's La Brittany.
Her name is Brittany.
La Brittany.
La Brittany? Does she have a last name? You don't know?
I don't know her.
Okay, does she live near you?
She's been around the corner. We're fine now.
What kind of physical altercation did you have with her? Okay, what kind of fight? As far as did you receive injuries?
No,
Were you punched or kicked?
her daughter did.
Where did she hit you?
She hit me right here, and my daughter ended up fighting her, and I fought
Okay,
Brittany
when you pointed, where did you point to?
in the head,
How many times did you get hit in the head?
just once.
So her daughter hit you,
Mhm.
Your daughter jumped in, started going after her, and then
Correct.
you two
Correct,
went in.
correct,
WWE, go ahead.
There's a lot of people fighting.
correct.
Okay.
Well, just me, her daughter, and me and her,
Who started it?
her daughter.
About what time, you had said you looked out the window. This was on the 14th, and then you said you noticed my client had, about what time of day was that?
It was afternoon.
Afternoon, about what time?
I don't recall, can't remember.
Are we talking about 12:30, 1 o'clock?
She said she didn't remember the time, you said afternoon.
It was
But
afternoon.
object-
It was light outside.
It was like sunny.
Okay, about how, what,
Sustained.
what distance did you see her?
I looked out my window. She was parked at my window. She was on the grass at my window,
She was over the curb at that time?
over the curb on the grass when I looked out.
Okay.
When I walked out, she reversed her car, as I said. I couldn't get out the way fast enough. She hit me. I have scars still on my feet from when her tires hit me, and I went under.
Okay,
And,
so I'm just bringing you back. So you see her out the window. She's parked over the curb, not in a parking spot. Is she on the sidewalk?
no, she's not on the sidewalk. She's on the grass.
Okay. In front of your townhouse.
In front of her.
And at that point, she's in her vehicle?
Yeah.
Are her windows down at that point?
Yes.
Okay, how many windows are down?
I don't recall, but her window was down. Her window at least was down.
Okay, was she wearing anything on her head at that time? She was wearing a weave?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And she's in her car, she's not in a parking spot. Did you feel it was safe to go outside?
I went outside, my sister, and my.
That's not my question. I said, did you feel safe to go outside?
At the time,
Her relatives?
Overruled. Go ahead, answer.
at the time, I went outside. My daughter is outside. If I have to die behind my daughter, that was gonna happen.
Okay,
So I went
so
outside,
which daughter's outside?
my 11-year,
What's her name?
my Kyla.
Okay. And so you go outside. What do you do when you first get outside? How close
I
do you?
didn't have a chance to do anything.
No, that's not my question. When you walked outside, what did you do? Did you walk towards her vehicle?
No, I didn't have a chance. She ran, listen, I didn't have a chance to do anything.
Okay,
As soon as I walked outside, she turned that car around and she hit me.
okay. So is she facing the townhouse at the time that she's parked?
No, she was on
She's-
her,
Perpendicular?
no, her, doors was facing my town. Like she's on.
Which doors? The passenger side or the driver's side?
It's the passengers.
Okay, so does she have tinted windows?
I don't recall.
The-
Her window, like I said, one window was down, but I don't recall. I'm not gonna.
I'm just trying to find out how you knew her window was down, if that her window is on the opposite side of the
Because she
vehicle.
was yelling. I told you, she was yelling stuff.
Okay,
Mhm.
but you didn't see it actually physically down.
I seen her window there.
Okay, well, so you get outside, she's sideways, not in a parking spot,
As
and
soon as I came outside.
you come outside, she reverses.
No, as soon as I come outside, she didn't reverse, she drove like.
She drove straight? I just want to stop you. I want to take you step by step. So the vehicle is perpendicular, you come outside, she yells something, she takes off, she drives forward. Or does she reverse?
Or she hit two cars. She comes to me, because I was trying to go out the way, my sister told me. to
Okay,
go.
hold on a second. I think Mr. Dickerson, correct me if I'm wrong. You come outside, her car is there. She then, at some point, is moving that car.
Mhm.
I think Mr. Dickerson's question is, did she move it backwards or
I
forward?
told her
Right at that moment, she
Forward.
moves it forward.
Mhm.
Okay, go ahead.
How many feet did she go forward?
If she couldn't really go for it, because there was two cars parked there, that's how she ended up crashing the car.
So at that point, her initial reaction is sort of like getting away from you and she's
She
pulling.
wasn't getting away from me.
Okay.
She hit the cars, turned and came straight to me.
Okay,
Came straight to me. But she had already hit my sister.
Were those vehicles damaged?
Yes,
Okay. Did you see physical damage?
yes.
Would her vehicle be damaged from that?
I don't know if her vehicle was, but I would assume,
Okay.
because their cars were messed up.
Okay, so you would assume that there'd be damage.
Mhm.
Okay, so she hits these two cars and then she reverses. What part does she reverse into you at that point? Or does she hit you at the front of the car or the back of the car? Okay, so
she hit
she's,
those cars, she came around and hit me.
did she, when you say that, she hit the cars from the front of her, with the front of her car? Do you know if it was the front right or front left?
I don't know. All I know is when she hit the car, she turned.
Okay, so she went through the cars. She didn't reverse out of the
Trying
cars.
to get out of the way, because my sister was like, move. I was trying to move, but I didn't move in time.
Okay,
So that's how I got hit. My sister was already hit.
okay, and where you're, okay, so I'll take it in as you were saying it. She reverses, she turns around, and she comes at you. About what distance do you see her start coming at you?
Like kind of quickly, I was trying to move, but I couldn't.
Okay, how far away is she from when she starts driving at you?
Not far, like the parking lot, like the grass, the parking lot, and the sidewalk is pretty much not far from each other. Like I can walk right here, and I'm at my.
Okay,
It's not far.
so she drives at you. Is she this far away, like the distance between us, about 12 feet? 15 feet?
About where you are, I mean. And I'm trying to move, but I didn't move in time, like, she was going like 50 miles per hour when I got hit.
Do you think her
Did you say
vehicle?
50?
Yes,
So the distance from, a little bit to me, to you, she got about 50 miles an hour and then she hits you about that distance?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you know what kind of vehicle she has?
Audi.
Okay.
Audi.
Is it a big vehicle?
Bigger than me,
What kind, okay, what kind of vehicle?
Audi truck.
Audi truck. Okay.
And Matt, can I ask you how tall you are?
4'11" shoes.
Okay. When you say what part of the car hit you?
The front car.
The front car?
Her tires, I was stuck, I couldn't move. Her tires had ran over my feet, I still have the scars. Her tires ran over my feet, and so that's what took me under and made me fall. So she was reversing to come back and hit me again. And my sister got up. When my sister got up, my sister was able to stop her by jumping in the car, hitting her. When my sister hit her and was hitting her, she pulled her weave off. She shook the car like that, and my sister fell and got scraped up.
You know how much that her vehicle weighs?
Excuse me?
Do you know how much her vehicle weighs?
Okay. But I don't know.
The idea of the car hitting you, you're saying you
Mr.
didn't
Durkin?
bounce?
Mr.
You,
Durkin, your client needs to stop a little bit, because she's making a whole lot of noise, a whole lot of huffing and puffing. Go ahead.
I don't want to be thrown off from my excellent point. When you were hit by the car, did you bounce or did you go? You said you were brought under the car.
Under the car. That's what I'm telling you. I didn't bounce. I didn't have a chance to do anything, sir. I went under the car and I hit my head.
Okay. Did she run over you with a wheel?
Sir.
What?
I told you like 10 times
Okay. Can you tell me?
that the wheels went over my feet, which took me under the car.
Wheels. So two wheels went over.
Both my feet. The wheel went over my feet. I went under the car. You asked me that.
Okay. I thought you got hit by the car. Your feet
I
got
got
rolled.
hit by the car. The car was in my stomach. I went under the car.
Okay.
So if you're hit by a car, I don't know if you've ever been hit by a car. You're hit. It hit me right here in my stomach. And the tires was on my feet. I went under. I'm so little, I went under.
Okay.
And so she tried to reverse and come and hit me again. When she tried to reverse and hit me again, my sister was able to stop her by jumping in her window. Like I said, her window was down. I don't know about the other windows,
Okay.
but her window was down, definitely.
Whew.
And she's laughing like she did when she hit us and said she don't care if she killed us.
The victim's injuries unfold as defense starts tearing at her story. Ambulance, hospital, and lawsuits push the stakes even higher.
Going back, you said your sister was also hit?
My sister, she was trying to hit my daughter, my 11-year-old daughter.
Okay.
My sister pushed her out and took the hit.
Okay. What part of the body was she hit? Or was she run over? Or was it?
I didn't see it, so I don't know.
Okay.
But for my sister and my daughter, she tried to hit my daughter because she called out my daughter's name. She tried to hit my baby girl, which was only 10 at the time.
Okay. You had said she ripped off her weave.
My sister was able to grab her weave out of her hair
Okay.
and give it to the police.
Okay. Have you ever seen her to wear a weave before?
Yeah, she pretends to be Muslim when she want to be Muslim, or she wear weave when she want to wear weave.
Okay. Have you ever talked with her over the telephone?
Your question, clarification was her.
Or I mean, have you ever talked to this defendant on the phone?
Thank you.
Yes, when her kids were staying.
Okay. Have you ever texted her?
I'm not sure. I don't.
She ever threatened you prior to this date?
Just recently, she had someone come to my house, Noah. He works out there. And she's been telling,
I'm just gonna object to that.
she's been telling people
I,
that he hit us with her vehicle.
okay.
And we have people in common.
Well, you asked the question. Go ahead. Never mind.
I want her in jail. Yeah, I don't think.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna hold off for a second as you're talking, so.
She have a violent history.
Did you ever see her vehicle after this date?
Yeah, just recently when she came, she had the guy knock on my door, looking for her daughters, because they run away. And,
Did you notice any damage on the vehicle?
she could have got it fixed. I don't know.
Well,
She had somebody knock on my door.
Oh, ma'am, hold on a second. Did you see any damage?
No, not.
Okay,
I
thank you.
mean,
Go
but
ahead,
it's
Mr.
over-
Jerkis. Next thing.
It's been over a year, so I'm
Okay.
pretty sure she had it. If I had an Audi, I wouldn't want to drive it around that stuff.
Did you take any pictures of your injuries the day before this event occurred?
I have a lot of pictures. They took them at the hospital. My lawyer took them.
The day before?
The day that we went to the hospital,
I'm talking about the 13th.
the 13th.
When you were in a fight.
The
Okay.
girl had injuries. I did.
Is it possible that you're mistaken that the person that hit you was somebody else?
No, I know it. I went to high school with her. I know her family. Matter of fact, I was talking to her cousin that she wants to.
You don't have any kind of grudge against her?
Oh. why would I
This
have-
defendant,
I mean, now I have an issue with her. I didn't have one at first, but to try to hit my 10-year-old daughter,
you didn't have an issue with her when there was a previous case between their daughters, between your children?
no, they still, listen, kids are kids. I understand that. One minute they're friends, the next minute they're not friends. I even spoke with her on that. Me and her spoke about it. So I just know how kids are. I told my kids, look, if it's gonna be an issue, you guys play with somebody else and go about your business. Don't really, conversate. Other than that, you know.
After you were hit, did she say anything to you?
No.
She just drove away.
After she threw my sister off the car, she drove away.
Do you own a smartphone?
I own an iPhone.
Okay, do your kids have smartphones?
All my kids have iPhones.
Did you guys record or take pictures of her vehicle as this was happening?
Oh, I don't know. I know it was a lot of people out there recording. my neighbors, I mean, it was on Facebook, so the world seen it.
With this defendant at
It was on Facebook.
your house on that
It was
day?
on Facebook. So if you go on Facebook, you'll see everything.
I have nothing further. Thank you.
Can you redirect?
No, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, you may step down. Thank you.
Thank you, so be excused.
Any objection?
No objection.
This witness may be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, I have no further witnesses.
Any witnesses for the defense?
I have
We have,
a witness.
oh, thank you. All right.
Hassan Rashad.
Okay, so you do have a,
I said one witness.
oh, you have one witness. Okay. I thought you said you had no witness. All right, come forward and be sworn.
State, spell your first and last name for the record, please. H-A-S-A-N, Rashad, R-A-S-H-A-D.
Right, may inquire.
Okay. How do you know this defendant?
We met in 2016. We were mutual friends, you know, during the month of Ramadan, we'll be fast, at the Muslim Center, West Davis. West Side City, Detroit.
Okay. So your sort of orientation with her, you deal with her through your,
Yeah, you know, we pray together, you know, we got relatively close, you know, became friends.
okay. And you're here to testify and you understand it's under oath and what you're here to testify to is what your personal knowledge is and what you believe the truth of
Yes,
what you know. Okay. So regarding that, you have, we're referring to a date, which was last year, which was April 14th of 2024. Does that date ring a bell to you?
yes, sir.
Okay. Why is that date familiar to you?
It was during the month of Ramadan. She was hosting, different, on different days when we're fasting, we have people who may host different days and she was doing a vegetarian special.
Okay. And this was a Sunday?
I can recall.
Okay. I mean, but the 14th, if I were to tell you, is it, so this event what took place on a Sunday?
Yes.
Okay. And what do you know about this defendant being at that location on that date? When did you first see her?
Earlier that day, because she was telling me about how she said she was inviting me because I stayed on.
Objection, hearsay.
Sustained.
Okay, I'll ask it this way. At some point you saw her at this location
Yes, sir.
and this was at, where was this?
Wednesday.
Okay. And do you know about what time of day you saw her? Was it the morning?
The first time I saw her sometime in the afternoon, she was pregnant.
Okay. Why do you know she was prepping?
She told me. She said
Objection,
she,
hearsay.
Okay.
Sustained.
Lead around that. So your knowledge is that she was at that location.
yes, sir.
About how long do you think that, or how long do you know that she was at that location? By your personal knowledge?
Throughout the day, because she had to prep, she had to cook, because again, she was hosting. So,
Okay.
you know, she was there throughout the day, then I seen her later on that evening. When it was time for us to break fast.
Okay. What was the earliest part of the day that you saw her?
Objection, asked and answered.
Sustained.
Okay, I got no for, that's all the questions I have. Thank you.
Examination.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sir, it's Mr. Rashad, correct? Is that right? That's okay. No worries. It happens. You mentioned that you began to become friends with the defendant as a result of like religious practice and meeting. Is that right? Okay. And you mentioned that she hosted the vegetarian meal during Ramadan on April the 14th, 2024, correct? Is that a yes? Sorry, we're making a recording and so the they don't translate really well. You mentioned she made the vegetarian meal that day, right? And you mentioned you saw her earlier that day at your West Davidson location at the Muslim Center, correct? And you weren't with her the whole time that day, were you?
I was in and out.
You were in and out, kind of had to do things yourself? So you saw her sometime that afternoon, right? But you don't know where she was the whole day, right?
No.
And you would agree with me that,
Look, you didn't see her the whole day. You said, is that right? He said, no, and I don't know what the no is to.
thank you, Your Honor. Would you agree with me you were not with her the entire day?
No, it's not.
So you would agree with me that you weren't with her? It's kind of a negative question, so it's kind of a weird
I
question.
wasn't with her.
Cross-exam heats up, every detail is twisted, tension hits its peak. Defense presses hard, but the witness fights back with emotion.
And you would agree with me that when you break your fast in Ramadan, it happens in the evening time, correct?
Yes,
That happens at what time usually?
it all depends on what time of year it is.
Right. But it generally happens at nighttime, right?
Yes,
And that's when you know she was hosting the meal, correct?
yes.
Okay, thank you. Nothing further.
Any redirect? All right, thank you, sir. You may step down. Any other witnesses for the defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Any rebuttal witnesses for
No, Your
the?
Honor.
Do I have a motion?
Your Honor, people move for bind over as to counts 1 and 2 with 3, 4, and 5 following. I do believe we've met our burden of proof by probable cause, and on April the 14th, 2024, the defendant, Joletta King, did assault with intent to do great bodily harm, less than murder, make an assault on Sucrete Stone with that vehicle. I do believe we've met our burden also as to count 2, assault with a dangerous weapon, felonious assault. I will reserve any further argument for rebuttal, but I do believe we've made a probable cause finding to that level.
Your Honor, I understand that there can be a question of fact. I believe that the court has the ability to weigh the credibility of the witness and witnesses. My understanding is that this complaining witness stated a bunch of different things. A lot of things that she had talked about were a little bit weird. She was hit from 50 miles per hour from about less than 15 feet. The fact that she was hit, the describing of how she was hit, the car going forward or backwards, the car going over the curb. I don't think the court should weigh that credibility and not bind over on counts 1, 2, and 3. As far as 4, I don't know. I don't believe the prosecutors met their burden on counts 4 and 5. As far as detailing what vehicles were hit. And so I'd ask that if the court were to bind over counts 1, 2, and 3, or not anything, but if the court's going to bind over not 4 and 5, possibly count 3. And I don't believe the most serious offense, count 1, should be bound over, if anything, count 2. But I just don't think the credibility of this witness is there. And so I'm asking the court not to bind over on any of these. Thank you.
And Your Honor, just for the record, counts 3, 4, and 5 are misdemeanors, so I don't believe there is any obligation for us to prove any evidence for those counts. And again, I do believe we've met our burden. Thank you.
Court, in listening to all of the testimony, does believe that the people have met their burden of by the standard applicable to this proceeding, that being by probable cause. I think the issues that would need to be resolved in terms of not necessarily what happened, but even some factual issues as to how fast the car was going. I would agree with defense, and I doubt it was going 50, but I don't know if that is a challenge to the entire credibility of that witness. So a reasonable fact finder could believe what she has said. So for those reasons, the court would bind the defendant over as charged on counts 1 and 2 with counts 3, 4, and 5 following.
Your Honor, we acknowledge receipt of the information. We stand mute, waive its reading as per pretrial.
Defendant every way formal reading standing mute. Court will enter not guilty plea. Pretrial in this matter will be set for
October 1st at 1:30 p.m. with Judge Conlon.
October 1st, 2025, 1:30. That is before Judge Conlon. All right,
Yeah, I mean, people be heard on bond.
you may.
What's the bond currently set at, Your Honor?
The bond is set at a $5,000 personal recognizance bond.
Your Honor, at the time of arraignment, the people's bond request was for a $50,000 surety bond and no contact with Sucrete Stone and Felicia Fitkins. Your Honor, I do renew our request for a surety bond. We have now proven in this case at a probable cause standard that the defendant did intentionally attempt to run the victim over, or did actually run her over, frankly, and hit her with the vehicle, attempted to do that more than once. I do believe she's a danger to the community, and I do have concerns for the victim's safety. Thank you.
Response.
Your Honor, I was gonna try and argue to get this the tether off, but she's been on a tether for quite some time. There has been no violations. I don't think that there's gonna be any violations going forward. The safety of not only the public, but this complaining witness certainly is there, that this tether should suffice.
Well, and she lives in at least some proximity to the, is she not?
No, she lives at a different address.
You're on Medford,
She's in,
or you moved?
she's in, Wayne County.
Oh. Has she informed the court of that?
I don't think she's updated the court, but
Pardon?
community corrections would know that, I would believe.
Okay, yeah, I would, well, I don't know. I would assume they would. She'll need to, and you can assist her, she'll need to provide what her current address is so that the court file reflects it.
The information I have from law enforcement is the Medford court, which is only one street over. So that is what I have. So it would be good to have an updated address. That's not current for all the mail paperwork.
Okay. And but there haven't been any violations,
Not that I'm
there
aware
haven't
of,
been any contact.
Except for what the victim testified to on the stand about the NOAA person being sent over by the defendant.
Okay, she's gotta go. It's not how you act in the courtroom. So I heard that testimony. I don't, other than what the individuals indicated, I have no other proof of anything that that person was sent by her.
That's the only information I have as well, Your Honor.
All right. Anything else, Mr. Durkis?
Just going back to, she also testified, she recognized her vehicle when that person came over. So is this as if my client went to that house with her vehicle and some other person that got out? So
Well, and if, quite frankly, when I look at if that was after the point of arraignment, on this case, her tether would have been alerted if she were there and part of that. Her tether would have been. I think the best thing in the world is that these folks need to just stay away from each other. But I think that's occurring because I don't have, ma'am, please. I don't need any antics. Just let me rule. Okay?
I didn't say that. That they sensitive like them.
So you know what's gonna end up happening?
I didn't say.
Mr. Durkis, I'm gonna do this.
I think
I'm gonna give you a moment, take your client out, tell her she needs to check herself. She can come back in and I'll give my decision. I'm not gonna be interrupted by her. But if she doesn't want to do that, then I can do something different than what I was about to do. So I'll pass on this matter, let you take her out, let her explain so that she understands what I can do. Because I don't think she gets it. Court is standing recess.
Thank you.
All right.
Sorry. I'll text you.
Court recalls the case of the People versus King.
That's Shalani for the people.
Richard for Julita King.
All right. I am going to, is there anything you wanted to say on behalf of your client?
You gotta we have our pretrial date. I had a conversation. I'm looking forward to pursuing the case with her, and she understands that she has decorum for the court, and we're gonna proceed that in that fashion.
Because if you ever knock my microphones over again and say what you're going to say, I will lock you up in a minute. I'm doing my best not to do that.
Judge binds over charges, tempers explode, courtroom spins out of control. The final ruling lands heavy, and order nearly breaks apart. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.